Welcome back to Media Week. Well, the Southern Cross Austereo board met this week as the broadcaster considers strategies to deal with the ratings hit following the departure of breakfast stars Kyle and Jackie O to rival ARN. Well, Media Week's James Manning is here with us and has the details. How supportive has current management been after these recent ratings?
Yeah, look, I think they certainly had a few please explain questions they wanted to hear, and they heard from Reece Holleran, the CEO, Guy Dobson, sort of head of content. And look, they would have been telling them exactly pretty much what Reece and Guy told the market, and they did a big roadshow at the start of the year, sort of warning the market, flagging, look, there's going to be a lot of movement in the ratings. There's debate over whether they knew how bad Sydney was going to get, if you like, particularly Today FM, but that doesn't really matter. What they said, look, there will be a change. It always takes, and they've got historical stuff they would have laid out. Look, this is what happened when Kyle and Jackie O went to breakfast for us. It took them X amount of surveys to get to the top. So they would have reassured them, look, just give it some time. We'll see how the market settles.
So they'll continue support for their current breakfast offering?
I think
for the
so.
time being,
yeah,
at least?
Absolutely, for the time being. That'll change, of course, if we go through the survey 2, 3 and the results are still pretty grim.
Meantime, over at ARN, they're continuing to invest in Kyle and Jackie O. No surprises there. They've got a new online home. Yeah,
look, kyleandjackieo.com. It's just a further investment in the brand there. They've partnered with sort of an interactive social media specialist company there. And if you like, it's the home for all points. You can get audio, you can get video from YouTube, and it just links everything, all their social media. So it just sort of really takes, engages the listener with the brand even deeper.
Over to print now. We've seen Elle magazine doing pretty well, celebrating their initial sales order of over 60,000. They've also got a large sponsorship deal in their April issue. Yeah,
their April issue went on sale this week. A big deal with H&M. There's a new H&M, well, the first, I think, H&M store in Australia, isn't it? You know that better than me.
Yep.
April 5, that opens down in Melbourne. And what they've done for all the Victorian copies, they had a special gatefold cover just promoting H&M and what their offering is to their customers.
And also the Quill Awards winners were named last weekend. Who won the major prizes there?
Yeah, look, that's all. That's run by the Melbourne Press Club, so it's for media in Victoria, celebrating the best there every year. Caroline Wilson was the big winner for The Age, Journalist of the Year, and James Campbell from the Herald Sun was also a big winner. But all media companies picked up a few gongs. I guess the ABC and Seven also did very well, but also everyone else got a nod too.
Okay, let's take a look now at the ratings then for week 12, starting with free to air. Taking a look there, My Kitchen Rules, of course, dominating yet again. The Block makes it in there too.
The Block, I think we've only got about a week of The Block left on air, a couple of weeks more on these charts.
Just turning the page now to see the next 5. You can see.
Look, Network 10 doesn't often get into the top 10. I think it was last there with one of the Big Bash cricket games back in January. Then you've got to go back into last year, yeah. So sport's really working for them now, and that's why it's been a bit of a focus for them. Yeah. Gets in some ad revenue, just gets their profile up a bit while they try and rebuild around it.
OK, let's take a look at subscription now, TV ratings, starting with the top 5 sport, AFL and NRL.
Yep, it's not going to change a lot for the next 6 months, is it? It's going to be all about football.
Yeah, OK, let's take a look now at the top 5 non-sport. Selling Houses, always number 1 pretty much there.
Yeah, and look, BBC showing there, Top Gear, BBC Knowledge, the audience can find it. I think 9 will get second run rights to that shortly.
All right, well, let's move back to a general TV chat. Now, this is interesting. Nielsen announcing it'll introduce TV Twitter ratings in Australia later this year. Is this going to replace the regular?
No, because it's not going to be that. It's not going to be as accurate a reading on market taste, if you like. Okay. What the Twitter thing will do, though, is measure in audience engagement on Twitter with particular shows. Like there's shows that'll feature a lot highly on these ratings, if you like, than they will on the sort of OzTam TV ratings. It's an interesting thing. We'll try and get somebody on maybe to explain it better to us in a couple of weeks, if you like. But it's the engagement people have on social media with the program, which advertisers like to know. But then you do wonder, maybe during the ad breaks, is everybody jumping on social media and not watching the commercial messages? So we'll find out.
It'd be interesting to get more on that. And just quickly, SBS seems to have pulled off a bit of a coup by getting Jessica Malboy to perform in Eurovision. Yeah,
it looks interesting, isn't it? There's been a bit of talk she's representing Australia. Well, not really. She's sort of representing us. We haven't entered the Eurovision contest, although maybe, they might find a spot for us in years to come. But it's sort of signalling Eurovision appreciate, how much interest Australia has in there, and so it's letting her get up and showcase one of her tunes at a point during one of the semi-finals.
All right, well, that is all we have time for on this edition of Media Week. Thanks so much to James Manning, editor and publisher of Media Week. More news and analysis coming up next.